Welcome to another episode of the Golden Spear Homestead. Hey everybody, I hope everybody's doing well and full of blessings. In today's episode, as you can see, I'm back out in my backyard gardening. And today what I want to do is just give you an update on how my garden is doing. So with that, let's go take a look at my planter boxes. Okay, before we go and look at the planter boxes, let's go over what I planted. All right, I have spinach, cucumber, cilantro, cabbage, tomatoes, peppers, broccoli, collard greens, sunflowers, and lastly, wildflowers. So let's go take a look now. So this is my first planter box. And this one is the one me and my wife used when we first started planting. One thing about this planter box is no matter what I put in it, it does well. As you can see, my seedlings are doing well. They're starting to get some size to them. The color is starting to get dark green, that good deep green, letting you know that your plants are nice and healthy. So I'm excited about that. It's been hot here in the Phoenix area up until yesterday. Yesterday we got a little rain. And it cooled off a little bit over the night. And this morning when I came out and looked at, check up on my garden, the plants looked really happy. So they look happy. And a happy garden makes me a happy gardener. Next thing that I have, and I did the same thing for both of my little planter barrels. What I'm doing with these barrels is where my sunflowers are. Now, if you can see some of the leaves on some of my sunflowers were kind of look crazy. That was because my dog, Gunner, took a liking to them and started nibbling on them. But we got him trained not to mess with the plants or the garden now. So hopefully they'll do really well. One thing you'll notice about my planter boxes is I got netting over them. And the reason why I have that netting over them is to protect it from the birds. We have, like, I back up to a big field, and pretty soon they're going to start doing construction, building a golf course. So I live right behind this field. And as you can see, they're starting to do construction to build us a golf course. So with that construction going on, there's going to be small critters and who knows what, coming into the yard, and that netting will keep them from eating my plants as they grow, and it'll also keep the birds out of there. All righty, let's go to this planter box right here. Today is what I'm going to be working on. I'm going to go and get a lot of my like plants to help bring bees. In this one, I'm going to have some sage. I'm going to have some, they said, I believe it's lemon seed or lemongrass. And then a couple other plants that's just good to have in this area to deter, bugs and insects from coming in the backyard. So that's what this is going to be. I haven't planted anything in it yet, but that's coming. All righty. Now this, I guess we're on our the They're kind of my first, second, third, fourth planter box. And in this one, as you can see, again, uh, everything is looking good. I got my collard greens over here. Got some cabbage going on. I don't know if you can see right there. These are my beans, and I actually have a couple of beans going on that. The funny thing about those beans, they started growing on these out of the potting soil, out of that black magic. So that stuff is pretty good. And no, I am not sponsored by them, but I will be using them. So that's how this planter box is looking. All righty. And again, this will be another area that I'm going to plant some wildflowers and stuff to help bring bees. And then in this one, this is another one that I need to get started. This is going to be my strawberries, blackberries, raspberries, and blueberries. I think I probably already said that, but this is where all of my little berries, it's my little berry bin that's going to be going in this one. And I don't know if I'll get that one started today. I have the seeds, so I may plant the seeds in there and get it going. Who knows? We'll see. So something else I wanted to share with you guys today. Another thing that we're doing here in the backyard garden is we started our own compost. We started this over the summer, and I just kind of wanted to show you how it's going. It's actually turning out pretty nice. Pretty pleased at what we've been able to accomplish. So this is our compost pile. Started it over the summer, and as you can see, and we're starting to get some good compost out of this. What I'm going to end up doing probably today is getting some of these sticks and twigs out of there. It don't seem to be breaking down quite as much as I thought, so that we can keep our good compost in there. But it's starting out good. And again, we just decided that this was what we are going to do. We're in a city, and if we can do it, anybody can do it. So with everything that's been going on with the garden, our next big project that we're going to add out here, my wife and I have been talking, and we've decided that we are going to get ourselves a couple of chickens, maybe 2 to 3 chickens. We're not quite sure yet, but regardless of how many we get, I have to build a habitat for them to live in. So my next project is designing and building a chicken coop. Now, that chicken coop is going to go right here in this area. It's going to be 8 feet by 5 feet. The research that I've done have told me that for one chicken, you need 10 square feet for that chicken to live and to have a healthy environment. So if you do the math, 8 by 5, that's more than enough square footage for 2 to 3 chickens. And I know there's a lot going on in the world about chickens. That's not why we're getting chickens. Getting chickens was something that we've been planning on getting, and so we decided that now is probably a good time for us to start small and learn with a small flock than before going up to Seligman and getting a big flock. And then, that could be kind of costly, a costly learning experience, because these chickens are not as cheap as I thought they were. Okay, so with that, I'm going to show you my design process for a chicken coop that I want to build. And then I'm going to share with you one that I found at Home Depot that I can purchase. I'm still not quite sure which way I want to go. I'll share that with you, and maybe you guys can help me by leaving a comment and let me know what you would do. All right, with that, let's go on into the office, get on the computer, and let me show you these designs. All righty. Okay, guys, like I was telling you earlier, I like to come on SketchUp and create my designs, right? By doing so, it allows me to know what measurements I'm going to be using, and then I can build it and get done and look at it and be like, well, you know what, I like that. Or I can look at it and be like, you know what, I probably can do something different. So let me show you what my first design was. So as you can see, my first design was this one. All right, and this is what they call an A-frame style chicken coop. Um, this one, as you can see, it's 9 feet by, where's the back? By 5 feet right there. Um, Now, it wasn't going to have any glass. I just put this so that I can see the inside of it. This right here on the back was going to be my nesting box. And then what I was going to do on the inside is, instead of just having plywood floor, I was going to do some type of screen, or maybe I would put 2x4s across the bottom and space them out so that uh, the waste would drop to the ground and it wouldn't uh, get caught up in that box area. And then I had my nesting sticks up across the top. So I was looking at this and I was like, man, okay, that's pretty cool. Um, and then I was like, but when I started pricing out wood, it looked like it was a lot of wood. It was more expensive than what I wanted to be, what I wanted to spend. This particular project, I really don't want it to be an expensive project. I would like to be able to get it done for, less than 150 bucks. If I can get it under 100 bucks, that would even be better. But that was the first design. So let me get that moved out the way. And then I'll show you what I ended up settling with. So then I was like, I can do better. And with that other one, as you can see, we'll go back over here. With this one, if you look at the bottom, it did not have um, a bottom to it. It would have just been sitting on the ground. And my concern was, we do have coyotes, like I said, where I live, and there's a good possibility that they could get in my backyard, especially if you got chickens, and they could dig and come underneath the coop and get in and kind of attack my chickens. So I was like, I probably can make a better design. I wanted a floor. Doesn't mean that this is a bad design, because I could put a floor in it and still do it. But like, again, I just felt like I was going to be spending more with this design. So then I said, well, let me look at a different design. And then I came up with this one. Um, this one I'm still liking. Okay. Uh, as you can see, and then I'll show you, it's come over here. It is, I told you 5 feet by 8 feet. It's actually 4 feet by 8 feet. Now, the way that I was going to design this one is, again, a sheet of plywood. Uh, don't know what the bottom sheet would be. If you guys got any suggestions, by all means, please leave them in the comment. But definitely want to have the floor. All right, so this is going to be my floor. Um, and then what I'm going to do is, again, 2x4s, put it around this would kind of be my mounting base, I guess you would say, would be my mounting base. But this would be the start of the foundation for the chicken coop. Okay, then the next step would be to build an elevated nesting area. All right, and so my nesting area would be uh, 2 feet and 5/8 of an inch from the top of this 2x4. All right, and then it would be, as you can see, 3 feet wide. Then the next step after that would be to enclose it. right? And by enclosing it, it would have 2x4 again, framing on the inside. And then I put another little 2x4 right here. And what this is going to do is I'll put, only have two birds, depending on what we get, two or three birds. I know I keep saying two, but two or three. I'm thinking more so we're going to start with two. And I can split this, and then this will be a little nesting area. And as you will see when we get closer to the finished product, it'll have a door back here that we can lift up, come in here and grab the eggs as needed. We'll also have nesting sticks in here for my birds so that at night they can come in, get in the nesting sticks, because I heard that that's how chickens sleep. And then another thing that I would add that's not in the design is I'll have an automatic um, door right here that I can open up remotely using my cell phone, or if it's some type of um, switch, because I've seen those for sale. So that it'll have an automatic door so that when my birds go in at night to sleep, that door will automatically shut, and it will give them a little bit more security uh, from predators. All right. So that's that. And then the next thing is kind of uh, building the sides and the front. All right. So that would be that. What I'm going to use is some type of caging material to cover it. And I think this design, what I really like about it, again, I have the double door in the front. So when I need to come in here and clean it, this little ramp is removable. So I'll have it in there that, where it can prop up and won't have to worry about it falling. And then when it's time to clean, I can take that out, clean it, clean the bottom uh, without damaging it. Um, So so that's what I like. And another thing that I like about this design is by having a wooden top. What I'd probably do is have a wooden top, and then if you go to the let's go to the final design here. As you can see in the final design, some type of shingles on top. I was torn between doing shingles or doing a metal, like a metal shed roof, but I think the shingle top would be better. Um, you guys let me know what direction would you go with this build? Would you do a metal roof or would you do shingles? Because I need a little help on that. But that's the design that I came up with. Again, there's the door on the back. This is simple. Um, Not a lot of wood. The height of this is going to be, I want to say, did I put the measurements on my other one? Did I have the measurements? Yes, I did. I just had the measurement of the front door. But let's see the height of the overall design. I know it's not that high. I think this is what I'm looking for. Yep, boom. So I'm gonna go from the tippy top to the very bottom, and then we drag that out. And what is it that we got? So the overall height, I'm looking at 4 feet 9 inches, three and a quarter, right? Uh, I think in my design, I can make the overall height tip to tip 5 feet. So 5 feet high. Um, this design is going to be, yep, 4 feet. Oh, I didn't like that. I don't know what happened there. So 4 feet wide, and then I'm pretty sure I when I designed this, I did 8 feet. I don't know why this is jumping all over the place right now. Boom. Ah, that ain't what I wanted to do. Sorry, guys. Give me a minute here. Let me get closer. Sometimes this app acts up. I don't have the subscription, and they'd be like, "Hey, man, your designs, you should buy the subscription." Like, nah, just give me the free version. All right, so that's it. All right, so we're looking at 8 feet long, 4 feet wide, and roughly 5 feet high. That's the design. That's the one that um, that I would like to build. Now, let me show you the one that I found from Home Depot. So this is the one from Home Depot. All right, really cute, right? It's really cute. It doesn't, I don't, you can see the dimensions, right? So let's look at that. So it's got, that's 38 inches here and look like it's 30 inches wide. And that is my main concern, right? If you look at it, it's saying that's how big it is compared to a man that's 180 centimeters tall. And this chicken coop is $165, right? But it's saying that it should house 2 birds. And what my thought process with this one is, it looks cool, right? Um, but there it is, right there. It's got 13.3 square feet, and the nesting area is 4.4 square feet. So I'm coming way under that 10-foot square foot per bird uh, that I need. Now, this would be great if I'm only going to use, I would imagine, maybe 1 bird. I mean, I probably could do 2 birds in this. What I would have to do is probably create an area outside of this habitat where I can, if I'm outside, I can let them out and they can roam in within maybe like out a little fenced off area, I would say, uh, for them. But that's, you know, I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I mean, regardless, if I buy this or if I build the other one, when I get them, they both have to be put together, right? So let me know what you guys would do. Uh, would you go with the Home Depot um, chicken coop? And it says it holds 2 to 4 chickens, right? Or would you say forget that and go with your design, with your own, with your own type of design? I'm thinking my own design because um, once I get it built, I can paint this the same color as my house. I can really make this look nice. Before I put the shingles up, I can do like the drip edging to protect this, and it's big enough, I feel, to take care of the birds. And yet, if I need to move it, I can move it. It shouldn't be that heavy. But you know, let me know what you guys think. All right. So that's going to do it for everything with the garden. What do I have coming up when I go back up to Seligman? Glad that you asked. What I'm going to like to do the next time that I go up, and until I complete this book that I'm reading, and let me share the book. The book that I'm reading is by John Lofty Wiseman. It's the new SAS Survival Handbook. And SAS is a special services of the British Army or British services. And forgive me, let me go back and I'll tell you exactly what it stands for. Special Air Services, SAS. This book is a really good book. I've started reading it already, and it has some really good tips on survival, right? But the reason that I'm reading this book, I mean, yeah, I'm a hunter and I go fishing and I'm an outdoorsman, and you never know when you're in a survival situation. But the things that this book teaches you is really good if you're living off grid, or if you're, you know, you're out where there's no immediate help. A lot of the stuff that's in here uh, can save your life. So what I would like to do is, as I go through this book, and again, I'm not sponsored by this book, nothing connected to this book. I just saw it, picked it up, started thumbing through it, and some of the stuff that I was reading caught my eye. So, and as I was reading through it, and I was like, well, I need, more content, since kind of, the things that I'm doing on my property, um, it's those projects are very little, right? And I'm trying to keep interest. And I was like, man, this would be really cool as I go through this book. And if I share some of the tips and techniques that I find in this book with you guys, with my viewers. And I was like, man, that'll be kind of cool. So that's what I'm going to be doing. As I go up there, if I don't have any projects to do, what I'll do is find, rather if it's a solar distiller, or how to build a shelter, or there's a lot of tips in this book, as you can see, and it shows you, has some hands-on how to tie ropes, and not tying, and just really, really, really good tips that as I go through this book, I'm going to be sharing with you guys. So if you like to get the book and kind of read along, and chime in with your comments, man, I welcome that. I think this is going to be fun. So if you'd like to join me. And then if not, I'm going to be sharing the information with you anyway. All right. Well, guys, that's going to do it for us today. Like always, man, take care of yourself. Stay positive, right? Right now, what the world needs is a lot of love. Okay. And that's what we're going to give each other. So until the next time, peace. And we'll see you on the next episode of the Golden Spear Homestead.